of the celebration for Rapid Shelter Columbia. We are so excited to have you all here today as we reflect on the journey we've taken together and the lives that have been transformed. I am Jonathan Cooper, Homeless Services Project Manager, and alongside me today is Nyasia Franklin, the Homeless Services Project Manager.
Thank you, Jonathan. We gather with our city officials, partners, staff, and residents to celebrate the power of community and the mission we've been working toward, helping the unhoused move toward permanent housing and self-sufficiency. So without further ado, let's dive into today's program.
To kick things off, it is my pleasure to welcome Kamisha Hepard to share with us why we celebrate this milestone and introduce to us to some city officials. Kamisha is a passionate advocate and an inspiring voice within Homeless Services. She is the Director of Homeless Services.
Woo.
So without further ado, let's dive into today's program.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming. I'm so excited. Today we celebrate 2 years of hard work, dedication, and resilience. Over the past 2 years, we've worked tirelessly alongside our chronically unsheltered neighbors, helping to pave their path toward permanent housing. This work hasn't come without its share of challenges. We face an ongoing housing shortage and a critical need for additional residential care resources. These barriers can make progress difficult, and yet we continue to move forward together. Our community and partners have been invaluable in this journey. Through collaboration, creativity, and an unwavering commitment to human dignity, we've overcome many barriers and created real, positive change. Each person we help into stable housing is a testament to the strength of what we accomplish when we work together. We look forward to many more years of growth, partnership, and progress. Here's to another year of opening doors and creating new beginnings. And none of this would be possible without the support and leadership of our city manager, Ms. Teresa Wilson, and our dedicated mayor and city council. Please join me as we welcome our city manager, Ms. Wilson.
Well, I guess it comes with the job. You gotta be, stay ready. That's what I always tell my staff, because I was not planning to make any comments today. This is truly about the mission, truly about you all here in this room, our partners, our stakeholders who have helped to make Rapid Shelter Columbia what it is, and most importantly, the heart, the passion for service of Kamisha, Jonathan, Nyasia, Aaron, the whole team, our new intern who's in the mix, Kelsey, right? So I just am so thankful. My heart's always full when I come down to Rapid Shelter and see our residents who are thriving. And that's what we always envisioned, that's what we always wanted. I know Dr. Bustles will talk, our Columbia City Councilwoman who really championed our homelessness task force activities, getting the data. She would always encourage getting the data, making sure that as we decided to embark upon new and creative ways to serve this unsheltered community in ways where they could be uplifted and feel encouraged, to understand the data, to know, like, you can't do things the same and expect new results. What could we do differently that would be impactful? And I really do think we've achieved that first step towards doing something meaningful and impactful. And 2-year mark means it's sustainable, it's scalable, and that we're gonna keep going. So my heart is full. There's another champion in our community today his life is being celebrated, Dr. Lonnie Randolph, who has been a champion in civil rights for many years and the longtime state president of the NAACP. His homegoing service is at noon, so if you see me walk out, I have to attend that, but my heart is right here with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson, I appreciate you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, we're not crying. And I'm gonna turn it back over to Jonathan and let him finish with the program.
Thank you again for those encouraging words.
Thank you, Ms. Teresa and Kamisha, for those encouraging words, for your continuous support of Rapid Shelter Columbia. This journey has been made possible thanks to the strong partnerships that we've built internally and externally.
Absolutely. We couldn't be where we are today without our incredible partners. I'd like to invite Erin Pace, our community liaison, to take a moment to recognize some of our partners who've been very instrumental in our success.
Thank you, Johnston. Hi, everyone. I'm Erin Pace, the Community Liaison for Homeless Services, and we're going to do some awards. So our Heart of COLA Award is given by Rapid Shelter Columbia, and it honors individuals or organizations that have demonstrated exceptional commitment and service to Columbia's unhoused community. This recognition celebrates those who go above and beyond in supporting shelter residents through volunteerism, advocacy, or donations. The award highlights the vital role of community collaboration in transforming lives and building hope. Dr. Aditi Bustles is a public health researcher. She's dedicated to public service and her community. She passionately advocates for equitable opportunities and believes in lifting others. In 2022, Dr. Bustles led the task force to prevent and end homelessness, where she brought her expertise of social determinants of health and strategic communications to stakeholders in Columbia and engaged in conversation about how to better collaborate to serve the chronically unsheltered in our city. She was a driving force in creating Rapid Shelter Columbia and continues to be an avid supporter in our mission to serve the chronically unsheltered while providing wraparound services to empower them to reach self-sufficiency and gain permanent housing. Thank you.
Oh, one more, y'all. One more. Let me bring. I did not know this was happening, but I don't know. So yesterday I turned 35, and this is the best. This is the best possible gift. So I want to talk to my neighbors that are residents here. I came into office about 3 years ago, and it truly troubled me that we had so many folks that just couldn't get to the resources that so many of us are trying to provide. And as someone who had no plan to ever run for office, I'm a public health person. I work alongside different communities and try and identify the ways in which we can fix things and make our systems work better for all of us, so that regardless of what zip code or where we come from or what we look like, we're able to live our best versions of ourselves every single day. And so when I was tasked with this, what felt like very large feat of trying to address the ways in which we were providing services, I think it was really important to hear from a lot of folks honestly about what we can do better and what are some things that are going well. And so when City Manager Wilson talked about the importance of data, starting there was really, really vital. Seeing the data that we already have and then being okay with saying, this isn't working. We have to try something different. And so to all of you that have given us a chance as the city to try something different and something as amazing as Rapid Shelter, thank you all for coming along the journey and for being so collaborative and giving us the feedback that we need to continue to do good work here. And to the team, to Kamisha, who puts her heart and soul into this, and just the small things like empowering your team to speak and celebrate today, and how incredible of a job that you've done in terms of really building our kind of trust with our communities to do good work. I want to thank you for that. And to all of you for being willing to try something different, to feeling uncomfortable when things aren't working the way that they're supposed to, and to giving us a chance. I want to thank all of our partners. It is truly an honor to be here and to celebrate my birthday with all of you and with all of my neighbors. And to have this honor just means a lot, but I want to remind you that the work still continues. We have 71 people housed permanently as of today in 2 years, which is incredible. But I'm going to make a commitment for you right now, Kamisha, that we are going to talk about the ways in which we can continue to increase the number of units that we have of permanent supportive housing in our city, whatever that takes. I do have to give a shout out that we together, you and I, we were able to bring in almost $500,000 in additional funding from our opioid commission funds, which is really incredible and has supported more staff, more resources for all of you. And I'm just looking forward to continuing to being a champion in any way that I can. So congratulations to you all. Can't wait to see all the great work that continues. And we're here right by your side to make that happen.
Thank you, Dr. Bustles. Our next Heart of COLA award goes to Christ Central. If we could have Christ Central come up. So Christ Central is an example of compassion and support for the unsheltered. They have over 20 mission stations across the state, including 5 right here in Richland County. The City of Columbia recently partnered with them to coordinate feedings to the as a service provider for the unsheltered. They also give out free eye exams. They do breakfast 3 times a week. They have resource fairs. They have a children's home. They also have transitional housing for men and women, and they even have a wilderness center on a lake. It's pretty cool. They donate food and clothing, and they really are a community staple, and we are incredibly grateful for our partnership.
Put the ordinance down.
Yes, put the yes down. Hold it. Stand in the middle. Say cheese.
Cheese.
Yes. Call Ms. Wilson.
I definitely need it. Thank you. Thank you. May the Lord just bless you.
Thank you, sir. Our next award today is the Partner of the Year Award. It recognizes an outstanding organization or partner that has made a significant impact on the shelter's mission through dedicated collaboration and support. This award honors those who have consistently contributed resources, services, or expertise to improve the lives of shelter residents. It celebrates the power of partnerships and fostering long-term solutions. We would like to welcome Abraham Lewis from Cooperative Health. I do not see Abraham. Do we have anyone here from Cooperative Health? Okay, I'll just say a little bit about Abraham. He is an amazing human being. He goes out of his way to really do whatever he can to help the clients. Sometimes that involves staying after hours, but we really appreciate him, and we will make sure he gets his award. So our new Partner of the Year Award is next. It is given by Rapid Shelter Columbia and honors a recently established partnership that has made a remarkable impact in a very short time. This award recognizes the commitment and innovation of a new collaborator in supporting the shelter's mission and enhancing resident services. This award goes to the Courage Center. The Courage Center is a recovery community organization that supports all age groups on their journey to recovery from substance misuse and substance use disorder. They even help families of loved ones struggling with substance. Their services include peer recovery coaching, harm reduction, support groups, substance-free social events, life skills training, and counseling. And every Wednesday, Mr. Matt comes and does peer support for us, and we are very grateful for him. Our next award is Excellence in Service. and it's presented by Rapid Shelter Columbia to recognize individuals or organizations that have demonstrated exceptional dedication and compassion in serving the shelter's residents. This award honors those who consistently go above and beyond to provide critical support and making a lasting difference in the lives of the unhoused community. We would like to award this to Melanie Miller, Rick Woodley, and Beryl Brown. Ms. Melanie Miller is an advocate and a donor to Rapid Shelter. She is heavily involved in her community. She served with the Salvation Army for years and years. She donates all kinds of stuff, and she even had an ice cream social for our residents for July 4th, which was really, really great. Rick is with Palmetto Church of Christ. He supplies our residents with furniture when they move into permanent housing. He also gives us bus passes so that our clients can get to where they need to go. He did an umbrella drive for us, and we were able to get over 50 umbrellas, because when you're unsheltered and you need to walk, or you don't really think about those things, but we were able to give those out to our residents. He gave us soil for our garden of hope and healing. And every third Saturday, they do breakfast at Rapid Shelter, and we're super grateful for both of you. Thank you.
I just wanted to quickly add that the award goes to Melanie, but I also wanted to recognize her sister. Her sister is always side by side with her when they're calling to check in to see what we need, when they're dropping it off. She is here championing us on, and I just wanted to appreciate her. Thank you.
Next, we have a few certificates that we want to give out. Our first certificate is for dedication of service, and that goes to Vibes Church, Paul Mitchell, and Sarah Pregnall. So I just want to say a little bit about them so you guys understand why they are getting a certificate. Vibes Church, they come on site once per month, and they bring their worship service here on Sunday mornings, and they worship with our residents. They also do lunch for the residents that day, and they come another time during the month, and they do a dinner for them. Paul Mitchell has come on site, and they give our residents haircuts, and they even threw a baby shower for one of our residents that was expecting a baby, so we're really thankful for them. Sarah, she does our music therapy every Wednesday. She comes every single Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and I just see the residents pile in here, and they're really excited. She brings different instruments every Wednesday, and I know that it is a major source of joy for our residents to have her here, so we're very grateful. Our next award is for Tasha Watson, and it is our Above and Beyond Award. Great. There you go. And Tasha is the Assistant City Manager. She consistently has supported homeless services since day one, and although a lot of her work is often behind the scenes, her dedication and commitment to Rapid Shelter Columbia is not forgotten. Our next certificate is for excellence in service, and that is going to Lakeland Malavik. Is Lakeland here? I don't see her. Lakeland, Craig, would you like to accept on her behalf? So Lakeland does our jobs program, and she teaches computer skills, resume building, and she has had several of our residents graduate with her program. Melanie Huggins. So Melanie has been a huge advocate for the library system in Richland County. She has done wonderful things for the social work program there, and we just want to honor her for her commitment to the city of Columbia and everything that she has done for the unsheltered. The social work program at the library is a huge source for the residents to go and talk to the social workers. They do referrals. I know that many of our unsheltered go there, and we're very thankful for her and all the wonderful work that you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have a notice that Abraham Lewis has just arrived. Abraham here. Oh, Abraham, there you are. So Abraham, we wanted to give you the Partner of the Year Award. We're very thankful for you. You always go above and beyond for our clients, even if that means staying late or doing extra things. And you've always been such a warm and kind soul since the first day that I met you. So I hope that you can just realize how grateful we are for you and accept your award.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Take a picture?
Take your photo temporarily.
Get closer and closer to the wall. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you, Erin, for acknowledging our partners. I would like to acknowledge two of our internal partners. It is my pleasure to acknowledge the outstanding contributions of Mr. Jalen Loney, our case manager, who will be recognized today as the Employee of the Quarter. Jalen joined our team in April during a challenging period of being short-staffed, yet he quickly adapted and made a significant impact here at Rapid Shelter. His dedication has led to the successful housing of 10 individuals. He was at an apartment today signing a lease helping somebody sign a lease this morning. Additionally, Jalen has been instrumental in providing aftercare support and consistently going above and beyond for our residents. This recognition serves as an encouragement for Jalen to continue his exceptional work. At this time, I ask that you all help me in congratulating Mr. Jalen. I will accept his award on my behalf. Last but not least, I would like to take the moment to recognize our director, Ms. Kamisha Hepard, whose leadership is instrumental in our success. Her unmatched compassion and unwavering support for the unsheltered population truly set her apart. Ms. Kamisha is known for her visionary ideas, which may sometimes be too ambitious, but she fearlessly shares them, inspiring us all. Most importantly, her understanding and grace towards her staff create an environment where we can thrive. We are immensely grateful for her guidance and are excited for the successes that lie ahead under her leadership. On behalf of the Rapid Shelter Columbia team, we extend a heartfelt thankful to Ms. Kamisha Hepard. Please support and receive your gift.
Thank you. Oh, y'all make me mad.
I promise y'all we're going to speed this up. We are deeply grateful for each and every one of you. Y'all here, thank you a lot throughout this program. And now, it's time for us to have someone who represents the heart of what we do here at Rapid Shelter Columbia. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Matt Comer to the stage for a story of success.
Thank you, Commissioner. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Matt Comer. I work with the Courage Center, and we partner with Rapid Shelter here. I'm a former resident here. I lived here for a period of time between December of 2022 and January of 2023. Prior to my residency here, I was unhoused and unsheltered. I lived for many months on the streets. I lived in some other facilities here in Columbia that served the community, and there were many issues that led to my being unhoused. During that period of my life, I was struggling with addiction, substance use disorder, if you will. That played a major role in my homeless situation. There were other factors as well, but make a long story short, it kind of was a culmination of a period of time in my life when I basically lost everything I had. And in many cases, I didn't lose it, I gave it away. That's kind of what the disease of addiction, or if you will, substance use disorder does to one. I reflect back and I think how one situation fed the other, and together they seemed like an insurmountable condition to be in. I didn't know that I'd get out of it. I was referred into the Rapid Shelter, and Niaja picked me up in a van at the library. And that was the beginning of a journey in my life that I'm still on now today. And I'm very blessed, and I'm very grateful to be here standing in front of y'all as a testimony to what the Rapid Shelter does. It was a great experience, and it still is, and I'm in a very unique position because, I've been on both sides of it now. I lived here, I was a resident, and now I have an opportunity to come back here in a service capacity, and I'm very grateful for that. It means so much to me, and I'm very pleased to accept the award for the Courage Center on behalf of my staff and my company. When I was unhoused and homeless, I lost many things or gave many things away. Mostly what I gave away was my self-worth, my self-esteem, my sense of purpose. I was just kind of lost. And I came in here and I began to get my feet under me. I can't express to you what a great feeling it was to have a key and to have a pallet house. I hadn't had my own home in so long, and there was a power in that. It was something I could call mine. It was really a very touching and moving experience for me. I began to regain a sense of purpose in my life. I began feeling for the first time in many years that I had some meaning, and there was something bigger than myself out there. I'm now, so I lived here for, roughly about 2 months, I guess, and I moved into a sober living house, which I still live in, an Oxford house here in Columbia. And I've been maintaining sobriety since that time, so thank you. My time here helped me with this journey. I found courage and hope here. The staff is great. I see the hard work and dedication of the staff here every day. And I encourage all my brothers and sisters that are residents here now, just stay the course. You're in a good spot. there are better things to come, and together we're going to get there. I don't have much else really to say. I'm very happy to be here in this capacity. It means a lot. I never would have envisioned I'd be standing up here 2 years ago. And here I am. But it just shows what Rapid Shelter and this program and the commitment of all these people in this room and others that can't be here. It shows what we can do together as a community, as a society, and there's a power in that. Greater than each of us individually, collectively, we do some great things together, and I look forward to being a part of this for a long time to come. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Matt, for sharing your inspiring journey. Stories like yours remind us why we do this work and motivate us to keep going.
Up next, we have someone who always encouraged us to dream big and aim high. Please join me in welcoming Larry Benjamin for a powerful message, Aspire to Inspire.
First and foremost, let me take the opportunity to say that this is not only an honor, but a privilege to be able to stand in front of such wonderful people and such inspiring people, right? And I want to pay homage to Ms. Hephardt, Mr. Curry, the Overflow, and all the people that partnered together to make this thing work. And with that being said, let me share a little about me. I'm Larry Benjamin, and I always try to pattern myself to say I had to come from darkness to light. And what the darkness was, my best friend was anger. My best friend was anger. So I was like, wow, what if my best friend is anger, who is my enemy? My enemy was love and compassion. So I had to redirect life, I had to rethink life. So when do you learn to humble yourself? Or when do you find a way to, when there's no reason to have hope, you dig deep and you find hope. And these are the people at the Overflow, at the Rapid Shelter. These are the people that has inspired me to search for that hope, to get on this journey that I have embarked on, right? And life puts you on journeys, and we so often say, he or she made a bad choice, or left turn or right turn. There is no such thing, so don't let anybody guide you down that path. Whatever decision that you made, whether it was a left turn or right turn, that was the journey God allowed you to embark on. So you travel that path, and you find a way to be inspirational, you find a way to be humbled, and you find a way to make good decisions. Be man or woman enough to make the decisions and stand on it. Stand on it and don't blame the dog, don't blame the cat, don't blame my baby mama, don't blame my parents. Accept who you are and what you are. And that brings me to this. I have traveled a journey that is unconscionable sometimes. It's unimaginable. I've experienced bad situations with the law. I made terrible decisions, and I blame the officers for arresting me. Why are you bothering me? You didn't bother him. I made the choice and I made the decision, so I had to learn how to live with it. I had to learn how to accept it. And through acceptance, you grow. And through growth, you start to appreciate. And appreciation gives you the opportunity to dream. If you can't focus and you don't have a dream, you don't have hope, you have nothing. You have nothing. And so some of the residents I talk to, I'm the outreach specialist, so I'm out in the streets all night. From 11 to 12, I'm out and I'm communicating, I'm talking. And a lot of times they said, man, you don't know. No, you don't know. No, you don't know the struggles. You don't know what it takes. And it takes a team, it takes a village. It takes a village. And we all have to be a village, because what happens if it takes a village to raise a child? What happens when that child is lost? What happens if that child is lost? That means the village is responsible. But this child is lost for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, possibly life in prison. So this child, the village has lost this child. So we have lost our thought process, we've lost our sense of humor, we've lost our sense of dedication. So, now this child has been returned to the village after 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. So now does the village frown on this child, or does the village do what's necessary to embrace this child? It's like the prodigal son. So do we embrace this child, or do we label this child? Or what do we do? Help me to understand. So I had to come to full circle. What the village does is embrace the child, the rapid shelter, the overflow, transitions, and all the other great partners that we have is the village that's embracing the children that has returned from drug addictions, sex addictions, alcohol, whatever the case may be. So I encourage you, I implore you to continue to embrace these children, continue to embrace our people, and you continue to come to the village. And don't do it for me. Don't do it because I sound good. Don't do it because the next person sounds good. Do it for you. Start to love yourself. I had to learn how to love Larry. I love women, I love cars, I love clothes, but I didn't love Larry. I love the ideal of things, but things didn't make Larry. It took a whole lot of other stuff, self-care. I got a big nose, and I had big nose jokes all my life, but I had to learn how to love this nose. I had to look in the mirror time and time again and say, you know what? Damn, excuse me. But no, it's all right. It's okay to have this big nose. It's okay to do that. So now let's embark on a journey to where I can inspire and do better, because life has been wonderful to me. Blessings, God blesses his, and you say, my cup runneth over, I need a dump truck. The cup ain't enough, I need a dump truck. 7 years ago, I was homeless. I had 2 pairs of pants, 1 shirt, and a pair of shoes that I had to keep washing and polishing them up because I was beating the concrete trying to find something. I had an ankle monitor on for bad choices. And who was to blame? Me. At first I blamed parole officer, I blamed the ankle monitor, I blamed everybody but me. I even blamed my mama and her boyfriend. What did they have to do with me making those decisions? So, but I persevered, and I decided that I wasn't going to accept. I wasn't going to accept foolishness. I refused to accept no for an answer. No is not an option. And people, one more thing I hear so often, I got a plan B. Nonsense. Plan B means you plan to fail. Plan B means you are planning to fail. So let's have a plan A and let's work it. Because it doesn't go exactly like you said. The plan and the journey still moves forward. It's 6 o'clock and let's be straight ahead. We're not going behind, we're going to keep it straight. I don't want to sound like I'm rambling, but I'm making a point. I'm going in a full circle, right? Larry was homeless. Larry went into the library, and I talked to a guy named Sewell Gilbert, and I told him what my goals was. And he said, this guy is crazy. He got 50 cents in his pocket and nowhere to go. And he said he's going to have a house in 2 years, a car in 2 years. In 3 years, I closed on my home. All right. I closed on my home 3 years ago. I've had several automobiles, not because I could afford it, but because I was a bad driver. I had to learn how to drive again. Okay. So all those things start to happen, and all those things start to unfold. So this is what I want to share with you guys. Everybody says, I'm looking at a room of strong people, strong community people, people that accomplish great things. But I'm going to ask a question. I want everybody to think about this question before I ask. How many of us in here have problems? Everybody have problems, raise your hand. Oh my God. Oh my God. Please listen to me. You are so, problems are like, they weigh you down. It's another problem, it's another problem. Let's not do problems, let's do situations. Because if I have a problem, I don't have time to address the situation at hand. So let's separate all the problems, write them on a piece of paper, and throw it out in the river somewhere. If it comes back, it's for you to deal with. But if you have situations, you can move this situation here and that one there, and that's how you address it. So they're no longer problems, they're just situations. So that's what we want to concentrate on, not problems, situations. And we address them as needed. And that's how I try to structure my life, right? I refuse to have a problem. I have situations that sometimes I don't address them the right way, but I'm responsible for that particular situation. So I employ all the clients to continue on the path that you're on, because if I could do it, Lord knows anybody can do it. If Roosevelt and Cora's son can do it, anybody can do it. And I'm gonna have to once again give a shout out to Miss Elisa Roach, one of the people that believed in me. One of the people that believed in me when nobody else did. Kamisha, oh my God, she just as sweet as she want to be when she wants to be. When she wants to be. But she has been just as fair, it's just as hard as she's been on me, she's been just as fair. She's always motivated me, she's always given me the space to do what I do, to be just who I am. Larry, Craig, you two, I'm not gonna leave you out because you are an important part of this program too. You are an important part. What you do with transitions and what you allow me to do, I applaud you for it. Now, with that being said, I was supposed to speak 2 minutes. I don't know how many minutes it was. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let it be done. People, good people, family, friends, everybody, remember, we're a team, and it's the I-N team. We are a unit. We are a unit, and it's impossible to get it done. I can't do what I do without you guys. So please continue to keep up the good work, and I applaud each one of you guys. Thank you. I'm going to thank you guys for allowing me the opportunity, the privilege to share what little I've shared.
Thank you, Larry, for that powerful and uplifting message. It's a reminder that the work that we do is not just about today, but about the future we can help create for so many.
And now, to close our celebration, we welcome back Ms. Kamisha Hepard for our closing remarks. Let's show our appreciation for her one more time.
As she comes, I would be remiss if I did not ask members of these organizations that I'm about to call to stand up. Any members of Delta House, the Columbia Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta, the Booker T. Washington Foundation, and Northminster Presbyterian Church. We'd like to celebrate these folks. They are actually among the first to participate in our Adopt a Pilot program. And we'll have a special program for them at the conclusion of this. So thank you for being valued sponsors in our Adopt a Pilot program.
I did not prepare anything to close out. So I'm just gonna go off the cuff right about now. But I see Jalen. Mr. Jalen.
Yes, Jalen.
Woo! So this is Jalen, about to call Jalen Cooper, Jalen Loney. He got the quarter type employee of the quarter. And he wasn't here because he was actually at an apartment site doing a lease signing with a resident. I'm super duper proud of him. And he does go over and above and beyond. If you're looking at the film, you'll see he does an exercise class with the resident. You'll see it, it'll come up. And thank you, I appreciate you. Thank everybody for coming out. I appreciate the support. I'm not here for the day-to-day, but I know that you guys are, or you have your people down here, and I appreciate it. And as Larry stated, we cannot do this alone. We're only successful because of you guys, and I appreciate it. Look forward to what we're gonna do in the third year. We're gonna do some great things. We're gonna do things that you have not even seen or thought of. That's how the scripture go. That's what we live by. Right, Larry? Right. I appreciate you guys for coming out.